Some pools beg the question when you see them, why? You might be imagining a day of rest, a few hours of warm sun, but some of these experiences seem bent on terrifying their patrons, or at least separating the boys from the men. Don't worry, the people down there aren't drowning, because this pool isn't real. While it might look like the perfect place for a refreshing dip, this is an art installation called the swimming pool. An underground tunnel brings people in, giving the illusion of being underwater while leaving its visitors dry. There's plenty of photos and videos circulating out there, making it look like people are just walking around underwater. But don't try to dive in. The layer of super strong glass between the outside world and the tunnel won't exactly feel so good. If you spend all your time glued to experiencing lives through Instagram influencers, you've probably seen the Hotel Villa Honug before. It's the perfect space if you want to brag about a fabulously wealthy lifestyle. The infinity pool is just scratching the surface though. With heated waters and a spectacular view, it's hard not to spend a little time on it. Snow-capped peaks and dense green forests surround you, but to get there is another thing altogether. You need to make it to the top of the world first by climbing a treacherous path up the side of a mountain. What do you think? Worth it for the selfie? The Cage of Death is a trendy tourist attraction, and why wouldn't it be? How else would you be able to swim with crocodiles in your lifetime? Chances when you thought of it, it wasn't quite like this. In this case, you're lowered into the pool via a crane-operated glass cage, giving you a feeling of safety while also allowing for a comprehensive view of the aquarium. You can get some once-in-a-lifetime pictures while below, but don't anger the crocodile. Some visitors have been on the receiving end of it, and that looks terrifying, don't you think? Someone in this engineering team felt a little creative when they designed the Ark Tower. In Vancouver, this tower was built to bring theme park thrills to an otherwise dull swimming pool. You can't blame them for trying. Excitement is always a thrill to get to see. Do you think they took it a bit too far, though? 6 inches of transparent acrylic lines in the bottom of this pool, giving swimmers an unobstructed view of the 200-foot drop below. Supposedly, it can hold the equivalent of nearly 1,650 cars before it'll ever crack. Still, that's a long way down. If living on the edge is more than just a fun experience and more of a lifestyle for you, then Balis Edge Resort Infinity Pool has what you've been craving. You'll be able to swim out 20 feet over the Indian Ocean, over a jaw-dropping plunge below, and feel every bit on top of the world. Just 3 inches of glass separate you from that drop, which could spell certain death if you're not lucky. You might not want to look down, but with that view, that sounds impossible to me. Chances are you've never thought to yourself, I'd like to experience a tsunami. But on the off chance you have, Ocean World in South Korea has got you covered. The surf wave pool dares its visitors to brave the rough waves and enjoy the suspense of not knowing when they'll hit. With waves as high as 2.4 meters high or nearly 8 feet, the adrenaline junkies out there can increase the suspense by turning away from the water and won't know when it's coming. But that pool has nothing on Action Park's wave pool, aptly named the Grave Pool, which had 2 lifeguards at any given time who would have to swim through and save upwards of 30 people each from these treacherous waters. Luckily, it only lasted about 2 years before the pool was closed out, claiming dozens of lives over the busy seasons and injuring scores more. Just because nature made it doesn't make the blue hole safe. Nicknamed a diver's graveyard due to the number of reckless hobbyists who go missing over the years, the blue holes are hardly something to be messed with. They're so deep and winding, many divers end up suffering from extreme exhaustion mid-dive. They've never been fully explored and are for skilled divers only, those who know how to get out with finesse and can think quickly even under immense pressure.
Blue hole. Scuba divers and snorkelers have been cruising the surface waters for
Hundreds of people visit these pools in Trinidad and Tobago every week, no joke. This mud volcano sits right on a regularly active volcano, from which the heat rises gradually from the depths, along with the minerals that draw crowds by the hundreds or thousands each year. The bubbles of hydrocarbon that the volcano lets off will keep you afloat, so no worries if you're afraid of sinking. Still, the idea of relaxing in this relatively new volcano is kind of terrifying, don't you think? Chances are this volcano won't last forever, so get the mud while you can.
It literally looks like an orgy in a pool.
Zambia might not be high on your travel list, but maybe it should be. This is the perfect destination if you want to live a little on the wild side. The Devil's Pool isn't for the faint of heart. This naturally occurring infinity pool is nestled on top of Victoria Falls, the world's largest waterfall if you already didn't know. Safe during the dry season when water levels are at their lowest, but you still probably don't want to go if you're not pretty comfortable with swimming. This is one waterfall you do not want to mess with.
Sun goes down tonight. There'll be one thing on my
If you want to experience the wild side from the comfort of an inner tube, then Vegas has just the thing. In the following clips, you'll see what I mean. In Atlantis, there's a slide that'll speed you. It's the Shark Tank. The ride moves slowly once you get there, like an extreme lazy river of sorts. You'll be able to see the water from all angles, fish darting around, while the tube bounces you along. It might be a little claustrophobic, but the safest way you can get up and personal with some of the ocean's most ferocious. You'll almost know what it's like to be part of their world. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Now, if you like these videos and want to see more, then make sure you leave us a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on post notifications to be the first to watch all our new and exciting videos. I will be replying to every comment on this video as well, so good luck.